Before the video starts, I just want to let you guys know that the file was too big for me to extract, so unfortunately, I'm gonna have to screen record it. There will be these great things on the sides, but this is the best I can do, so I hope you guys enjoy. Hey, what's going on, guys? It's Tonks. Um, I know I haven't uploaded a video in a really long time, and I'm sorry. This channel's not really meant for like actual uploads. It's kind of just me posting my own personal stuff. But as you can see by the thumbnail, I wanted to do my top 10 favorite games of all time. And I spent a really long time on this. Like, I didn't realize how long this was going to take. But I actually really did enjoy it. And so I'm posting a video about it. And just know this is all my opinion, that there's nothing against these games, that I just put them in order of the way I thought was right. So yeah, without further ado, let's get into number 10. Number 10! Yeah! Woohoo! Choosing the 10th game was really difficult for me, as there wasn't really a good option for something that I really felt connected to. I really felt connected to every other game, but when it came to something like this, it was kind of like difficult, as there was a lot of options. But eventually I rounded it down to this one game in particular. That game was Five Nights at Freddy's 6. I really enjoyed all the FNAF games, but overall I felt like the sixth one had it all. The fact that you started off as an entrepreneur who was creating their own pizzeria really adds a new aspect to the game. And the whole story that you as the player creates is a really enjoyable yet terrifying experience. One part I really enjoyed about the game was the idea of you being able to salvage old animatronics. The fact that you're sitting in a dimly lit room with a severely damaged animatronic that could jump out at you at any moment was, in my opinion, the scariest part of the game. And the ending of the game had to be one of the greatest in the series. Ooh, number 9. Okay, moving on to a completely different game. My ninth favorite game of all time is Geometry Dash. Geometry Dash is one of those games that I started off playing on mobile and eventually switched over to PC. Although when I did play on mobile, I remember going to an old friend's house of mine. Old friends, you know what, whatever. I'm leaving this in, I don't care. And we used to always play on our tablets. I remember when we were so excited that a new stage was coming out called Finger Dash, and how we used to play each other's levels all the time. Nowadays, I enjoy the game casually, and even though that person has moved on or moved away, and I don't have their contact information, I still have them added on the game and will occasionally see them commenting on their profile about how they just beat a level. Oh yeah, and one more thing, my favorite stage on Geometry Dash is Electrodynamics. Number 8. Once again, I'm talking about a completely different game. This game is an even older childhood game that I started to play when I was around 6 years old. Plants vs. Zombies, which is a classic defense game where you have to defend your house from zombies with plants that you grow from your garden. I remember playing this for the first time on my DSi, as it was a Christmas gift from my parents. The amount of nostalgia this game gives me is crazy, as a one core memory I have when I was stuck on a sunny backyard stage, and somehow, as a 6-year-old, I found out about this cheat code device that you would plug into the back of your DS to give you infinite suns, and how I thought it was just the coolest thing ever when I was a little kid. I still play Plants vs. Zombies from time to time, but I never used the cheat code device, as I had done it so much as a kid that I just got tired of it. Number 7. Funny enough, we have a back-to-back zombie game in my top 10 games, yet this game is completely different from Plants vs. Zombies. This game is the 7th game, 7 Days to Die. See what I did there? I made you laugh, right? Just a little chuckle. Alright, I'll stop being cringe. Anyways, 7 Days to Die is a much more graphic zombie game where your goal is to survive the zombie wastelands. Although it doesn't really have one thing in particular that makes this game stand out, it does do a great job at keeping you busy. This game has so many different things you can do, with a lot of crafting and a lot of searching. Yet it always a challenge, as the places with the good loot have a lot of zombies. And I mean a lot of zombies. But one thing that makes the zombies less annoying is that when you kill them, you level up, which allows you to upgrade your skill tree. And in my opinion, 7 Days to Die has the best skill tree out of any other game I've played. Number 6! Moving up to one of the most popular games of all time, my choice for my 6th favorite game of all time is the one and only Fortnite. Now, I know Fortnite has gone through a lot of ups and downs, but I think people have to admit this game has done a lot. I mean, the amount of friends I have made through this game really does show. And even though there has been long periods of time where I haven't really played this game, I still come back to it, and so do my friends. This game has given me so many memorable conversations and an uncountable amount of funny moments. I also spent way too much money on this game as I got older. So yeah, Fortnite makes the list. Number 5. Okay, now that we're at the halfway point, my 5th favorite game of all time is, in my opinion, the best underwater survival game, which of course is Subnautica. Subnautica does a great job at making the player feel completely out of place with the world that you crash land on. You're the only survivor from the crash of the Aurora, and you're put into a place of uncertainty. The idea that you don't know what's ahead of you or below you definitely gives off a nerve-wracking feeling. I remember always being so nervous trying to explore the back of the giant crashed ship, as that was one of the main places that the Leviathan would lurk. I also remember watching YouTube videos of gamers reacting to the Leviathan. The game also does a great job at telling a storyline through your PDA. You as the player hear the story of how an unidentified aliens once roamed this planet but are currently not there because the planet is under quarantine for unknown diseases. The end. Coming up in 4th place is my favorite FPS shooter game of all time, Apex Legends. Apex Legends has always been my favorite first-person shooter game, as it always has a lot of unique qualities. For instance, the idea of each character having their own abilities in a battle royale makes it so much more unique with each round that they play. I also love the concept that each character comes from a different background. It really helps bring out personality with each character that you play as. I originally played as Bangalore when the game first came out, but then I switched to Revenant when Season 4 came out. Although when I came back to it, I switched to Catalyst as my main, as I didn't like the change to Revenant. Number 3. Now, out of all the games I've talked about, number 3 is the most content-packed game on here. Can you guess what it is? It is Terraria. Terraria is more than just a 2D Minecraft. It's basically Minecraft on crack. Any weapon you can think of, it's in the game. The game literally has the most craziest things in it. You could be fighting a wall of flesh with a gun that shoots out bees. You could be riding unicorns while shooting cats out of a cat sword. You could even fight morning wood with a golden shower. Now I know that sounds like a lot, but this game does teach you everything you need to know as you spawn in the world with the guide. And if the guide doesn't help, there's a wiki on it. Terraria has so much information and content that I, who have been playing for years, don't even know everything about it. But I take it as a good thing, since the next time I play, I would be able to start a world and have new things and new possibilities that I didn't even know about before. Also, did I mention how there's over 30 bosses in this game? Wow! Number 2! Proceeding up to the 2 final games, my second favorite game of all time is Roblox. Out of all the games on this list, this one has the most variety. I mean, it's literally a gaming platform. Roblox might seem to some people as a game for kids, but if you grew up on it, Roblox feels normal for you to play. Even now, for me as an adult, Roblox is another one of those games of mine that I have enjoyed through all years of my life. As a little kid, preteen, teenager, and adult, I still play it constantly, and even though the games have changed over time, the joy for each game hasn't stopped. Some games I really enjoy playing are Build-A-Boat, Murder Mystery 2, Natural Disasters, Epic Minigame, and my favorite game of all time on Roblox, which if you want to consider this to be my second and not Roblox, since Roblox is technically a platform, it would be Tower of Hell. All of these games I have played for hours on end, and not to mention, I really enjoy the idea of being able to build your own outfits that you can wear throughout each game. That's what I really spend my Robux on. Robux, sorry. Finally, we have made it to number 1. I really hope you guys have been enjoying the video so far, and here it is. Coming in first place is the most popular game of all time. With 300 million copies made, my favorite game of all time is, drumroll please, you guessed it, Minecraft. Minecraft combines all aspects of what I consider a good game into one. It has so many memories compared to the others, as it itself is a childhood memory. Although I still play the game a lot, and even though it can get boring at times, I come back to it quicker than other games. Minecraft has several key factors that make it my favorite. It's an open world sandbox nature, allows for limitless creation and exploration, appealing to a wide range of players who can build, craft, and explore the world at their own pace. The game's simplicity and mechanics combined with deep complexity in crafting and building possibilities make it accessible yet rewarding to anyone at any skill level. And that's not to mention its timeless music. It's something I really hope to show to my kids in the future and to see them enjoy it as much as I did when I was a kid. I hope it never ends and I can play it for as long as I live. That was my top 10. I really hope you guys enjoyed, but before I go, I would like to say some honorable mentions. I have a lot, so I'm going to say them real quick. We got Firewatch, The Forest, Mario Party DS, Don't Starve Together, Among Us, Pokemon Yellow, Resident Evil 7 and 8, Please Don't Touch Anything, and Johnny Upgrade. This video took me a really long time, so I really hope you guys enjoyed. So if you could please subscribe, and let's get this video to 3 likes, and maybe then I'll do a top 10 most childhood exclusives games in the future. But besides that, I'll see you guys later. Peace out.